Yeah, yeah, champion, huh? Yeah, we here.
Tonight, it's the National Football League. It's Super Bowl Sunday. As we'll see Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks taking on Cam Newton and the New England Patriots.
Season number 101 of the NFL might have been the most unconventional yet, but we have made it through together, and now the eyes of the sporting world fall on us here tonight, as it is the night we crown a champion. And all of us here at EA Sports so proud to bring you Super Bowl 55 from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And it's a matchup full of intrigue. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion New England Patriots taking on the NFC champions. Brandon Gaudin alongside my good friend Charles Davis. And Charles, we start by taking a look at the Patriots. You know, they did it again. Their 12th Super Bowl appearance ever. That's a record. They were able to rebound from the wild card loss to the Titans last year. And a lot of folks at the time said that's the end of the Patriots dynasty. Apparently, they were wrong.
Look, they just find a way to get it done each and every year. So anyone who wants to count them out, you're almost always wrong. They're trying to make it 4 wins in 7 years in the Super Bowl. That rivals the Steelers in the 1970s. But when you think about this Patriots franchise, we're talking about the 2000s, 2010s, and now we're in the 2020s, and they're still rolling along.
Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they are back again in the big game. It's their 4th appearance, but all coming since the year 2000, Charles.
They've been in it 3 times total, right? Lost 2 prior, right? Lost once in Detroit to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Remember, Mike Holmgren was the head coach of that team. And then they lost that heartbreaker to the New England Patriots when Russell Wilson was picked off. But the win, oh, it was magnificent. That was back in the New York, New Jersey metropolitan area, Super Bowl 48. And remember, they just rolled over the Denver Broncos and Peyton Manning in that one. They'd like to have that kind of performance again in this one.
Oh, it's been a trying year for everybody, but the tradition continues. Super Bowl 55, away we go from Tampa. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Patriots take
out now come the Patriots as they are led out by their quarterback, a former MVP of the National Football League back in 2015, Cam Newton.
And when he's at the top of his game, you see that big smile. That's when you know everything is clicking. That means he's accurate throwing the football. They can't get him down in the run game, and his team is having a whole lot of fun because when they score a touchdown, some fan's going to get lucky and get the game ball.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Newton. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, and it's third down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The Patriots send out their punter. The Seahawks have David Moore back deep.
David Moore on the return.
So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here come the Seahawks and their offense now under veteran head coach Pete Carroll. They'll be led out by their 5'11" quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson.
Gave the commencement address at the University of Wisconsin a couple of years ago. One of the most popular players ever to pull on the uniform there. Beginning of his career, he was a so-called game manager. Take care of the football and rely on the defense. Now, in this stage of his career, the offense runs through him, and it runs very well.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, Wilson. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Now Wilson on 1st down, rolling to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run for the first time now with James White. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Michel, the ball carrier.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
That's good.
The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he is in. Touchdown, New England, with the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Striking first in any game is very important, but on this stage, the biggest of stages in the Super Bowl, that's huge.
You fully expect the other team to battle all the way through, but when you're the one setting the pace, jumping out in front, that has to feel great for the entire organization.
Nick Folk for the point after. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was Sony Michel's touchdown scamper that polished the drive off. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. John Simon in on the stop. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. This is Carson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Wilson. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Now it's Carson. And he's got the 1st down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the 1st down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Here's Carson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Underneath, he's got Olsen. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. On the return, it's Taylor. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. He's back to throw here to start the drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Devin Asiasi there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton to the right side, and he's got Edelman. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
3rd and 7.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Newton. And on the connection, this is Ryan Izzo, complete. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A play fake to Michelle, now Newton. His throw incomplete. Ryan Izzo, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Newton. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
Newton's pass.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Opted to run for it, the decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. From the gun, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
And 2.
Operating from the gun, Wilson steps away. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. Give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down and inside the 5-yard line.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And, boy, that was a heavy set. I think they had 3 tight ends out there. The fullback, you knew what they were going to do.
Yeah, they weren't trying to fool anybody at all, were they? There was none of this show-you-heavy set, bootleg it out. Nah. Big guys up front, hand it to the big guy in the backfield.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. On the return, it's Taylor. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
New England trying to get to place on offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. And he'll throw right away. He's going to have the hook up to Izzo. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Michelle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On the ground, this is Michelle. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
2nd and 5 now. Newton. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. 16 yards, a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First down, here's White. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And a short gain here down to the 22. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Off play action, Newton. Flushed out right. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will knot us up at 10.
That ties the game at 10.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This is DJ Reed returning. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Seahawks take over first.
Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And he's been busy with his feet. He's been quite the scrambling man.
And obviously that can break down a defense, but a lot of it is just that they just get trapped with worrying about it so much that other things break down as well. You know, you break the huddle, and you're not just playing what comes out at you. You're like, oh, God, don't let him outside of the pocket. Don't let him beat us with his legs. And then he starts to beat you other ways.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On first down, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Wilson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, Carson, and he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And caught left side, Olsen. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Carson will take the handoff out of the option play. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Being chased out left. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
The extra point now coming from Myers. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. A 10-play drive that time. And it was Russell Wilson finishing things off with a touchdown run. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Newton. Got a man open, that's Harry. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Newton. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. The pass complete. It's Bird. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On 2nd down, Michel. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he will have a Patriots 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
On second down now. Michelle looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They get the guard out of Georgia Tech, Shaq Mason.
Still 3rd down.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to about the 19.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
They have a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st.
Around and put that thing up where you permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, earn that.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Folk's kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13.
Patriots 13.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. Here's Reed returning. And able to get this out to the 25.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. 2nd quarter here, he has only 1 catch, but they have the lead. You got to think there was going to be more involved at some point.
That's what you would expect, but sometimes what defenses do to take away a player of his magnitude, it costs them in other areas. And right now, with them losing, they may have to change their focus, and maybe he will open up a little bit more as the game goes on.
Yeah, well, so far, just the single catch. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Let's bring it. Mike. Check
From the shotgun, Wilson. And this will be incomplete.
Wilson.
Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
35's the mic. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Throwing again, Wilson. Looks for Lockett once more. This time he's got him. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the delay, here's Carson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Now Wilson on first down. He'll find Metcalf. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. Operating from the gun. Wilson. Oh, that was dangerous.
Wilson's pass.
Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson. He goes right back to Metcalf, this time complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 19. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
At the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. He'll run it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Three yards remain for 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Wilson will hand to Carson on the option. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
We got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
Means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people to power his way forward.
Now Myers for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it was all capped off by the Chris Carson touchdown run.
It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where you permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Jason Myers.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will make it into the end zone. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. New England trying to get to place on offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Running out of the gun with White. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
New England on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Newton. Now White lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead is up to 18 now. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
You know, I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more.
Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start the drive with White. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 29, Newton. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards there and a first down. 2 minutes remain in this opening half of Super Bowl 55. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards. Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39. 16 yards, a first down.
And at the 39-yard line.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now a first down throw for Newton. And his throw here's incomplete. Edelman unable to hang on that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. To the air again, Newton. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. From 8 yards out, and the Patriots get a score closer. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Now Folk for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Reed. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Out comes Chris Carson in the Seattle offense. He's been effective so far over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Wilson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Again, Wilson. A pass underneath for Carson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will get the lead up to 14.
Patriots 20.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. This will make it into the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'm gonna pull out one for the safe boy till there's nothing left. I know run to the bed until we all got them buckets.
And no reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw Chris Carson lead the way in that first half. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. Here's Reed returning. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, first and 10 at their own 26. He gives it off to Carson. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Wilson, and Olsen over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. From the gun, Wilson. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 12 yards there and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On first down, it's Carson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Operating from the gun, Wilson dumps this one off to Chris Carson. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
This throw complete. Wilson finding Lockett. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 12-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 2nd and 7, Wilson. Open is Olsen. He's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. And he'll hand this to Michel to get things started. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up, They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On second down, they'll run with White. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to have the hook up to Izzo. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a first down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
You better bring it. Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
On first and 10, Newton. On the left side, a catch by White. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here we go. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Throwing again on second down. Newton, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
The pass complete. It's Bird. And he will have a Patriots first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. They'll run on first down. Michelle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. Catch is made by Harry. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. N'Keal Harry, 34 yards. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it? To throw it underneath, a short pass like that. But boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
On for the extra point is Folk. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a New England touchdown.
Patriots 27.
it's a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can place it. I just want to know that I can hold a conversation. Ooh, I don't know what y'all debating.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Reed. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 29.
Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Check 59.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And his throw is incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. 3rd down here.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fire like dragon. Man, I'm flying past.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Now here's Michael Dixon, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
New England trying to get to place on offense. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
Cam going to bring the Patriots up now 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
54's Mike. Check.
On 2nd and 7, Newton. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. So the false start will back them up 5.
False start, offense.
So that'll back them up 5.
Still third down.
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. From the gun, Newton. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Mike 50, Mike 50. Some got man.
Operating from the gun. Newton got a man open. That's Harry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll run it. This is Michelle. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, one set. Check, Mike.
From the gun, Newton over the middle. Julian Edelman, it's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A play fake to Michelle, now Newton. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Chris Carson trotting back out there. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there, almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
3rd quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in this Super Bowl.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. He's got a first. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Patriots have it.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Oh, man, you can't do that.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. And it's 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Third quarter of action, Super Bowl 55. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Here's a 2nd and 10. From the gun, they run with Michel. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
On first down, White. And he'll go down at the 28.
The ball carrier.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
6 yards left on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Play action. It's Newton. Going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because What you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays. And they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Here I come again.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And 8. That's the end of the third quarter.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Wilson. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the 1st with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a 1st down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson, and he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Underneath, he's got Olsen. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. From the gun,
Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
On 3rd down, Carson, and he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Now it's Carson. Ooh, with a juke.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Wilson on target there to Moore. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
35's the mic. Man out.
On the option, here's Wilson.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the 1st.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Stepping up, and they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Holding offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Now a toss play. It's Carson. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
He's brought down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal.
35's the mic.
They run again with Carson. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the second time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback, the ability to run the ball fearlessly. And in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it was Russell Wilson finishing things off with a touchdown run.
Jason.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And this carries into the end zone. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it.
Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
He'll set up to throw from the gun.
And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Operating from the gun. Newton throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
3rd and 2, Newton. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he will have a Patriots 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. To the air again, Newton. And Edelman got a big game going. That's complete again.
Newton's pass.
7 yards, the pickup there.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Newton throwing again. And he finds Edelman again. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Newton. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton, and this is caught. It's Edelman.
And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
Throwing again is Newton. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. And that QB's trapped.
From the gun, here's Newton. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
3rd and goal.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
From the gun, Newton. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown.
Cam Newton with a touchdown pass to Julian Edelman.
And the Patriots get a score closer. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Now Folk for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Come on, D. Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, watch the ball.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Mike 51.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
The handoff.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
Buying time to his left. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Out of the gun, Newton.
And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
A throw by Newton going to be caught by Harry.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
To the sideline.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Again, Newton. He hits White, complete. And he will have a Patriots first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. First down now, but the clock continues to move. From the gun, Newton. Throw caught here by Bird. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st and 10, Newton. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Clock rolling here, about to hit 30 seconds. Newton on first down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Newton. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. A play fake to Michelle, now Newton. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for N'Keal Harry, incomplete. It's now 3rd and goal.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Newton. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Newton's pass, incomplete. Intended for Demir Bird. Brings up 4th and goal.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. They snap it to Newton. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and that may write a finish to this Super Bowl. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. And the Seahawks are the class of the NFL. Seattle wins the Super Bowl. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.